It isn't quite technically the morning anymore. It's like 10:30, I believe. I've been awake since 6, so this seemed like a very early morning thing. It wasn't. I just tried to do as much as possible for my old morning routine. So basically, before I had kids and even when I was still living on my own, my morning routine was something I was very kind of strict about. Something that I did every day, a little ritual. It helped me so much with like my mental health and everything. But then ever since I had my son, it's not possible anymore. I cannot just get up and meditate because he's up at 6 and he wants to get going. And so what I try to do on days like this is to make room for it a little later in the day. So today my boyfriend is working from 6 to 9, so he just came back from work and then he's going to go to work later tonight. So I had a little bit of time now, and so I just did some of the things that I used to really enjoy to do right in the morning, and I still enjoy them a little later in the day. I just meditated a little, listened to some good music, just sit down, unwind. I tried to stretch because I had like a weird back thing this weekend. Basically, we were trying to install the new car seat for our son, and while I was going in, something in my back kind of cracked and I was in pretty bad pain Saturday and Sunday. It's all better now, but I'm just trying to take care of myself. And I feel like this is something I haven't been doing really well the past couple of weeks. So this vlog, I can just tell you right off the bat, is going to be pretty rambly. There are a lot of things that I want to talk about. Also like a little bit about what's currently going on in my life with like YouTube and Instagram and all of that. And then something I really would love to try if I can make time for that today, I want to like shrink some of my pants. Basically, I have pants. They are too big on me. They have always been too big on me. I just got the wrong size and I want to try to shrink them. I've never tried it, but apparently with denim, if you like wash it at really high heat and then potentially put it in a dryer. I don't have a dryer, but I feel like if I just wash it really hot, that might already do the trick. So yeah, that's basically the plan for today. I am in quite the chatty mood, so I feel like that's going to be fun. But before I get into this, I need to upload my recent video, the record collection. Basically, what happened, I was very good with like scheduling my videos, which I wish I could be a little more spontaneous about, but realistically, if I'm more spontaneous about things, I put them off. So I just try to make like a schedule because I love filming, but then sometimes I just film the videos and then I didn't get around to editing and they pile up. So I usually try to do Wednesdays and Sundays. This week my son was sick over the weekend too, so a lot of things changed basically, but I'm about to get that uploaded. I'm just gonna quickly do that and then yeah, we can just talk a little bit about things today. I'm in a very talkative mood because I feel like a lot of things are currently happening in my life. And I really want to talk about them. For some reason, everything feels nicer when burning a candle, so I just brought the candle that I used for meditating this morning to my desk to have a nicer feel while working. Also, I yesterday got my eyes checked. They're bad. These glasses aren't doing it anymore. So I also need to get new glasses, and I, for the first time in my life, ordered contacts, which is pretty exciting to me if I'm being honest. I'd love to try them and see, because usually when I film videos, sometimes I'm out of focus and I will not know until editing because I just cannot see. I cannot see. Like with my glasses now, this is fine, but when I talk to you prior, I don't see if I am in focus in the viewfinder. So yeah, let's do some computer work. Every time that you speak soothing sounds abound on my way to me pleasantly. You are a flower. It is quite dark out today. It's raining And because everyone else already had their breakfast, because we kind of like did different schedules this morning, I'm just gonna have mine now because I haven't had any yet. So usually I like give my baby breakfast right when we wake up, like pretty soon afterwards, in like the first hour of him being awake, but that's usually 7 a.m. and that's just too early for me. So I made myself some bread, some brie cheese, and some cucumbers to have for breakfast. So I want to do something I haven't done in forever, but I used to love as like a teenager. I love to read while having breakfast, or basically any meal. So I think, and I haven't done that in a while, I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna enjoy a little bit of coziness and a little bit of calm time to read. I know this might sound weird, but things like eating on the couch are things that I really want to take in for like another couple of months before my son kind of like starts to understand these things. Usually we have our meals together, but this just fell in between time and he's downstairs playing with his dad. And where do I start with this? I want to be honest here because I talked about my struggles with eating a lot. So I quickly want to talk a little about my ED and how it is going. If this is triggering to you, I'm just going to put the time here where you can skip. I don't think it's going to be long, but if this is something you don't want to hear today, it's absolutely fine. Take care of yourself, skip to this part, and we will talk about something else. And I would say mentally, I'm in a good state now. I really am feeling quite well. But lately, I have been going back to the habit of not eating, and for me, this is always something that I feel like I need to look into. So right now, it's not like a restrictive kind of eating, it's more like I just forget and then I put it off. But yeah, I feel like that's still not a healthy way to eat. So yeah, I'm just trying to eat more regularly, just trying to eat 3 meals a day and not just drink coffee and more coffee and even more coffee. I feel like ever since I stopped breastfeeding and I'm able to drink as much coffee as I want again, I'm just drinking a lot of it and it's great. I love coffee, but I need to prioritize also to eat. But yeah, that's really something that I feel like I have to work on a little more. So there's one thing that I quickly want to show you and I want to talk about. So I think I talked about how with the ED my teeth were in a really bad state, and so I had all of these dentist appointments. I think I had about like 10 appointments. There was so much that needed to be done, and I'm so grateful that I did it and I'm through with it. I cannot believe that I'm saying this. I'm done. And I kind of taught myself that I would do like a little reward basically, just because this was something I had put off for so many years, and I'm just so happy and honestly proud of myself that I made it through and I just went to all these appointments. I didn't just call in sick or anything. I just went there and got it all done. My teeth are now good. I have one more appointment like later this year just to check. I feel like that's regular. People go to the dentist once a year. But as said, I wanted to reward myself with something. So when I do that, it's not usually about physical things. Usually when I want to say like I want to reward myself, I think about things like going and get a massage maybe, which I haven't done in ages. More like maybe go to the pool, just take yourself some time for yourself. But this time I had something different in mind. So I don't like to just buy random things. I mean, I do sometimes in thrift stores, but not like online. But there has been something that I have wanted for absolutely ever, and I needed something like this, and so I decided not to go with the cheapest option that I could have done, but kind of reward myself by getting this thing that I had been wanting for a long time. So I'm just gonna get it and show you. So I was in desperate need of some sort of headphones that had a plug, and I wanted some on ears. I actually just got AirPods, by my partner for Christmas, which was so amazing. I love them. They're so good. Before that, I had like these very cheap 20 € earbuds that my dad got me years ago. So I was very grateful for the AirPods, but with editing and everything, sometimes on-ear is better, and for something that I'm working on, I just needed one with a plug. And so I got myself some Marshall headphones. These are not insanely expensive. Like compared to the AirPod Maxes or something, these were 100 €. And I think that's fair for like some good headphones. I've always wanted Marshall headphones, especially for listening to music. They have a really nice bass. Basically, if you've never used them, they have a very unique kind of sound, but they're just great. And what I love is the kind of retro-y feeling that these have, because I feel like with a lot of vintage headphones, you aren't quite getting the quality that you're getting now, of course, and a lot of the old technology is often in weird conditions and I need to fix it. So I just wanted something that I can work with. So these are brown. I wanted the brown version. There's also a black version, but these are like dark brown on the outside and then a lighter brown in here. These also come with Bluetooth. I wanted some without Bluetooth. That would have been absolutely fine, but they don't make these anymore. So basically all the ones that they're making now just come with Bluetooth. But I love these. I think they're so cool. Look at them. They're so amazing. And then they come with the plug. So you can plug them in, and then also with the charger so that you can use them wireless. I cannot wait to use these. I have edited with them once. It was great. But as I said, I actually like got them for this project, and I usually don't like to reward myself with things, but this felt like something. Music and like listening to music for me is very important. I dance a lot around up here. It helps me so much to unwind. Whenever I'm like very anxious, I just put on music. And I, of course, wouldn't have needed them, but these felt like a good mix between something that I want and something that I actually need. So yeah, I got these. Very grateful, very happy with my purchase. So I think I'm just gonna get dressed now because it's starting to get kind of cold. Like I'm just wearing a robe. I need to see what I want to wear. Just a little update on my everything that I'm wearing kind of series. I do this series, this like short series where I wear everything that I own. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm a little tired. And it's going great. One thing that I realize is I have some pieces that feel like chores to be worn, and I think I need to do a big closet declutter. I think I really need to do like a big clean out. But for the most part, there have been so many pieces I kind of forgot about, and I'm so glad that I kind of rediscovered them. So let's go downstairs. It is still cold, very rainy out, so I think I need something that is kind of cozy for today. Yeah, let's have a look. Welcome to my bedroom. I know it looks like it's very late in the day. It's like 11. I have no idea why it is so dark out. It's just a rainy day. So I just went through my closet. One thing that I would love to wear today is this little yellow knitted jacket. I bought this last year, pregnant, but it still fits me great. It is so insanely cute. And I was thinking if I could do this and then some yellow tights. I think that might be a look. But then I think I would like to layer maybe something with this, but maybe not. I mean, maybe this on its own is kind of cool. Let's see. I just realized I also have a yellow skirt, but I think that's too much. So these are my yellow tights, and then I think best way is to keep it rather simple with a black mini skirt. I don't know if people are sick of seeing me in this skirt, but I love it. It's truly the best skirt that I have. So I feel like that would be a cute look, and then just some black Mary Janes maybe. I need to take a look at my jewelry because I feel like this would be nice with like a necklace. So maybe I can find something for that. Is there anything that I'm missing? I don't want to do like the black skirt over and over, but honestly it's just the reality of styling. There are some staple pieces you have that you want to wear over and over. Oh, also, while we're at it, these are the pants that I was talking about earlier. So they might not look that big. Let me just tell you what happened. Basically, right after I gave birth, like a week after or so, Baby Shake reached out and they were like, would you like a pair of jeans? And I was like, yeah, I actually would And so I took my measurements because of like my history with an ED. I always take just my measurements. I never just go by size. So I like take my measurements and then I put them in and it calculated the size, and I got a UK 14. And now my issue is that I think, you know, it was right after giving birth. My body obviously changed. And so now my issue is that if I just like put this on here, it's like a solid bit too big. It's also way too long. And so I am thinking, I read online that if you wash these very hot, they might shrink a little. So I'm thinking about doing that, because my other option would be to donate them, which is what I'm going to do if they don't come out smaller, because the way that they're now, I just cannot wear them, because it's not like they're a little big. It's like they're so big that when I walk, they like ride down on me. So yeah, I hope that this might work, because I really want to save them. These are such good jeans. I love the stitching. When I got them, they already were a little big, but now they're just not my size anymore. So I really hope that just washing them really hot might get the job done. For a while, I stopped doing these like very random vlogs because I thought it might be boring. But then I got so many comments of people being like, they just love to see me do the same things over and over again. So here I am, getting dressed, chatting to you, because I truly love to make these videos. I actually read something in Karen Carpenter's biography about friends, and it got me thinking about like my friendships and everything, and I really want to talk about that with you, but I think that's something for a little later because I'm so cold right now. I really want to get dressed. So I think I talked about this in a vlog before. Lately, a lot of my jewelry has been breaking. It's probably a mixture of these pieces being old and my son getting into everything, and I don't want to be like no all the time. So I let him roam around. I tried to tell him which things he should be careful with, and he is for the most part, but sometimes he will drop something like this ring and I didn't thought anything would happen, but it like came off. So if I glue this back together, I might be able to wear it, because I feel like that ring would be very cute with this kind of yellow. So yeah, gonna do that. I would love some earrings, but all of my earrings, oh, I think they're upstairs. Yeah, I'm just gonna see. Oh, maybe something for the hair would be nice, like a little headband or something. I'm just gonna see. I'm gonna show you the outfit. Okay, I know I'm not dressed yet, but I just quickly wanted to talk about the glue. But I just quickly wanted to fix the jewelry. So last time that I did so, nothing worked. It all fell apart. And so I asked you for recommendations for glue. And one that came up over and over again was E6000. So this is a glue you cannot get here. So I ordered it. It took, I don't know, like 3 weeks for this to come here. For some reason, I could also only order E6000 plus and not the regular stuff. But apparently it's only different in the smell. Like this one doesn't really smell strong. So yeah, let's see. I tried fixing it with this before, I think, on one piece, and it didn't quite work, but that might have been on me. So let's just try it again on these pieces, because I really love these earrings. I feel like they would be great with the look. And then there's the ring. So let's just get that drying, and then I can put it all on. I don't know how long you're supposed to let it dry. Oh wow. No, it might have not worked. Allow 24 hours for curing. Maximum strength will not be reached for 48 to 72 hours. Yeah, well, that's too bad, because I really wanted to wear these today. Maybe I can just put them on for like a minute for the video to show you how I would style it, and then I can take them out again. But this ring seems to be picking up really nicely on the glue. It's ceramics and metal, and I think that that's just better to glue than plastic and metal. For some reason, this is looking very sturdy already. Isn't this such a dreamy little ring? I believe I even thrifted it with you. It's so cute. So this is a new perspective. I just randomly decided that I want to do makeup, and the makeup look that I want to do is actually one that I recently did and got asked about. So I decided I'd do like a little tutorial. First of all, I love to use these kind of sticks. They're lip balms for both blush and a lipstick. It's great, honestly, because they're so natural. You can barely notice them. I read that basically not everything that is safe to go on your face is safe to go everywhere, but I read that things that go on your lips and eyes are safe everywhere, so I hope that that's the truth. Just gonna blend that, and I think that this kind of just makes you look a little healthier, honestly. Just adds a little bit of color without being too much. I already did an eyeshadow base, which absolutely changed the way that I do my makeup. I, for some reason, never used it. And now that I do, it's absolutely insane. Like, the way that my makeup lasts now is just off the charts. So now I think I'm gonna go with Yellow Submarine, this really bright yellow tone. I want to do this kind of flower look. I think I already once put out a full tutorial for that, so I might as well link that here, but this is like the quick little one. So basically you need a makeup brush that has this kind of shape, so that kind of petal-like shape, and then you need to put quite a bit of product on to the brush. And now it's all about the placing, because basically you create the petal with the shape of the brush. So I like to start in the middle of my eye, kind of up here, and then just take it down. With lighter colors, this is harder. With like a more vibrant color, it's easier. But it creates the shape on its own. Kind of like brush it down. I hope you can see. I know it's very bright. But that's it. And I just go back in and I start by just doing these like petals, and then the rest we will take care of in a second. I love this. It's such a quick makeup look. Always looks cool. You can do however many petals you want. All the excess I just put on the lid. I've never done an eyeliner with it. I don't like that, but if it's something you want to try, do it. Tell me if you think it looks good. Oh, it's so hard to see with the yellow. And my bad eyes. That's all good. You could also outline it. It's just such a fun and easy way to apply eyeshadow that already gives you such a big effect. There you go. Your eye now looks like a flower. All that's left to do is just to use some more eyeshadow down here. So I always thought that you could like also do the below your eye to like have your whole eye be a flower. I feel like that's something that I want to do kind of soon. Not today though. Today I'm just gonna keep it like this. So yeah, I'm gonna do my other eye, then finally get dressed, and then let's see what else we can do. I just got dressed. The ring is holding on, but it's still sticky, so I'm just gonna take that off. You and I know that I only wore it for the little video, but that I would wear this if it wouldn't have to dry for another 40 hours. I kind of compensated with this little bangle that I truly love. And then this is the full look. I hope you can see, because once again, I don't have glasses. I don't know if you can see. I love it. It's like yellow and black. It's like a little bee kind of look. I really, really love it. And this knitted jacket is very nice and soft. I feel like the makeup was such a quick and easy thing to make this outfit a little more special. So my boyfriend's currently making some lunch. I'm gonna go down and have a little bit of lunch. I'm quite hungry actually. It's actually a lot later in the day now, so yeah, lunch sounds good. And then I wanted to go out with our son today, but I don't think it's an option because it is pouring out. So let's see what else we can do on this gloomy day. I like days like this because it's kind of like comfy and cozy, but I hate it because I really love to go out every day with my son. Oh, also, now that I'm done filming, I'm gonna change out of these shoes, which I love, but with the heel on the stairs, I just don't want to do it. Plus, these are outdoor shoes. Change back into my little at-home Mary Janes.
As long as it takes to make it through the storm, but I will wait, forever wait. I'll wait as long as you would like. I'll stay with you all through the night. You show me wrong and show me right as rain. I will wait, forever wait.
One thing that I always do when grocery shopping is to get some fresh flowers. It's just something that does wonders for my mental health. It makes me feel so special. And so this time we went grocery shopping yesterday. I got these and they're not blooming yet. And this is my #1 tip when buying grocery store flowers. Get the ones that aren't blooming yet because they will last you the longest. They usually last me like a week. I haven't tried these yet, but I really like them. This is my vase that I'm currently using. They're so dreamy and beautiful. And then they also had potted plants, which these down here look a little sad, but these up here, absolutely beautiful. And the little like orange pot, it's plastic. I don't know if I like it or not, but I thought that these are so cute. I needed to get them. I feel like these were like $2 or $3. Whenever I see flowers for a good deal, I have to get them. Yeah. I think my son wanted me to show you this. Maybe he did. But yesterday this like bit fell off, and so I put it in this shot glass, and I hope that this little one can bloom too. I don't even know if I said it earlier, but we kind of got into making our own bread, and we made this loaf today. It smells really good. Usually we cut it in half and freeze a bit of it because it's just too much. Looking at myself, I think I need to cut my bangs. Maybe we should impulsively do that right now. Also, please don't mind the mess in the back. I know I have to clean the kitchen. I did it this morning, but we cooked and everything. So yeah, this is the bread. This is my grandma's Pyrex. I don't know how old it is though. I honestly think cutting my hair isn't the worst decision because it is kind of bothering me. Yeah. I think we should just do it. Also, my son loves to be in the bathroom because he can just like unpack everything. So that seems like a good place to spend our time. Hi! He's already on his way to the bathroom. Welcome to my bathroom, everyone. If you hear weird noises, it's my son taking out every single product I have in the cabinets and just throwing it on the floor, but that's fine. I just want to say I'm not a professional. I just kind of do what I do. The only thing that I can recommend you is get like some real hair cutting scissors. It really changes the way you do it because it doesn't push the hair away. So that's cool. I actually have so much regrowth, so many weird baby hairs from pregnancy. So I think I want to try something with my bangs. So usually I do a very straight bang, and I kind of would want to try a little bit longer on the sides and a little shorter in the middle. So let's see if I can pull that off. I always cut it dry. I'm going swimming tomorrow, which doesn't have anything to do with the hair. I just thought that the hair won't bother me then. Okay, so I'm just gonna start in the middle. I also make sure that the vanity is like clogged so that I can collect all the hair from in there. Just don't want the sink to, you know, like leak or anything. Okay, does this work? I just do, I feel. I know this isn't a tutorial, just kind of like showing what I do. Hi! You want to come in or go out? My son loves to play with the door. Okay, not a tutorial. I'm just like fading it out. Did I do it too far? Is it like too? I think I like it. Maybe I need to fade it more. I just like brush it over and over again until it is where I like it. Do I like the not so harsh? I think I do. I'm actually thinking about getting like a full new haircut after the wedding because I would like something a little more shaggy. But I think with what I'm planning for wedding hair, that won't really work. Because I'm doing full, like 2 full wedding looks. So I want hair that's kind of versatile for both looks. Let's see. I always thought cutting my own hair was so scary until I did it. And then it really wasn't as bad as I imagined it would be. I just always tell myself if it is bad, I can always go to the hairdresser and get it fixed. Okay, the biggest tip that I have is to use a makeup brush, like a big one for powder, to take off all the hair that gets stuck on your face. Unfortunately, it's taking off a little bit of my eyeshadow. That's okay. We already admired it. If it's smudging now, that's fine. Okay, so that's definitely better. Maybe I will just leave it like this and then see if it grows on me with the kind of like faded edges. Maybe if I put like my hair fork. It's definitely different. I usually have that feeling that my hair is too short when I first cut it. I do kind of prefer this side. I don't know what I did different there. I always make sure that my hair isn't like completely one length. I want it like a little shaggy in the back. Yeah, that's actually not bad. Usually it takes me a lot longer to figure it out. I think I'm just gonna leave it like this. It's not perfect. I'll definitely have to let it sit for a little and then maybe tomorrow I can recut it. We usually now currently spend like 1 day a week at the pool, and that's tomorrow. I'm so excited, honestly. The only thing that is missing in my vintage collection is a bathing suit. So that's like one thing that I still have on my list that I would love to find. But other than that, times at the pool, always great. I love it. I honestly, we just always stay the entire day. And I also love to just lay by the pool and read for a little. Usually baby takes like his nap on me. It's just like a contact nap. It's just quite nice. Okay. Seems like a pretty solid haircut. Yeah. As said, I'm not entirely sure about like the blended part. Seems a little harsh to me, especially here. It'll grow on me, and if it doesn't, I will just recut it. I actually got a new tripod. I'm using it right now. It sucks itself onto the window, which I thought that was nice because you always have good lighting. So yeah, let me know what you think. I quite like the bangs. I didn't expect me to like them as much as I do, to be honest, but I really do. I just wanted to talk about a few things, and my fiance left. It's just the baby and I now we're playing a little, so I thought I would just start and chat with you a little. So this all started this morning. Usually when I film vlogs, I don't plan ahead. Dankeschön. I don't plan ahead what I want to talk about. But one thing that has been on my mind, and that kind of came back into it this morning while reading, is friendships. So in the book, in the Karen Carpenter biography, they talk about how she moved and she lost so many friends. And I related to that deeply. I think especially with getting married, you think a lot about friends and just who you want to invite, who you want to have there. Oh, hi. Wanna come cuddle? And I was thinking about that, and I got kind of sad, if I'm being honest, because I realized how many friends I lost over my ED and depression period. Then a couple of days ago, I actually saw this reel online where this woman was talking about how she doesn't have her girls, how she doesn't have like a friend group like that, and I related to it deeply because I don't have that either. Got quite sad about that because I would love to sometimes like hang out with a group of friends, but I can't because I don't really have like a friend group like that. And I have amazing friends, don't get me wrong. And I realized two things. One thing is that yes, I am sad about not having like a big friend group, but I'm also very, very happy about the friends that I have. They're absolutely amazing and I love them dearly. But I think it is still valid to sometimes feel like a big friend group would also be cool. I just know that realistically that would be very, very overwhelming for me and that I wouldn't like it if it was the case. But yeah, sometimes it still makes me sad. But friendships are still a tough topic for me because sometimes I have a hard time replying to people. I have a hard time reaching out. I'm the kind of person who usually only like makes decisions with herself. I wish I was someone who would talk over things with others more, but it's usually hard for me. I always feel like a failure. I don't like to talk about things that are hard for me, basically. And I think that that's normal and I'm trying to get better, but I just wanted to tell you from my perspective that not having friends or not having a lot of friends is sad in some ways, but it is also nice in others because you know that the people that are in your life are really in it because they truly love you, and that's a nice thing to know. I actually am reflecting a lot lately. I have thought about starting therapy again. I don't think I will because it's also like a time issue and everything, but I think I could improve. I feel like now that I have those things like my eating disorder, my depression, my PTSD, now that those things are kind of ruled out, there are some more things that I wish I could talk over with a therapist sometimes, but I don't think I will start therapy again. It's just interesting because I've been reflecting myself a lot because of what happened this year and last year basically. I think I talked about it quickly, how I felt a little burned out last year, and then I kind of came back this year with like a different approach to social media, but I don't think I've ever like told you how far I took it. So basically I just realized I was spending a lot of time on Instagram, especially Instagram. It's like and YouTube. These are like the two big ones for me. And I was spending a lot of time on there, and I was constantly comparing myself. And I've always been a quite competitive person. I've always been someone who has compared herself a lot. I have always been someone who compares herself a lot, and it is scary to admit that. It truly is for me, because it feels like a trait that isn't something that people like in others, and it isn't even about being liked. It's just something that I personally don't like about myself. I will often make my worth, like base my worth off of what others are doing and if I'm doing better or worse than they are. And I sometimes will even compare myself to people who do completely different things, and I know that that's stupid. Like on a rational kind of level, I can see that everyone's timeline is different and we all get to where we want to come eventually. But I had a hard time, especially because I felt like I missed out on so many opportunities of being online because of where I lived or because of other things that I felt like have played a role into that. Yeah, a lot of it being where I live. I've also felt like there was definitely things around my look. I had companies all of a sudden stop working with me, and I've never heard why. And all of that got me to a point where I was thinking about toning down my social media a lot, but I love it. I love to share my life. I love to talk to you. For me, this is a form of therapy and also a form of having friends. So I really, really enjoy making videos and also being on Instagram, but I did a couple of things to help my mental health. And I feel like the most rigid one that I did is I unfollowed a bunch of people who made me feel bad. And it wasn't on them. I don't want to put this on anyone else. You do you, but I just had to be honest with myself and be like, does the posts of these people make me feel good, or do they constantly make me feel bad about myself? And then I also muted some people. So I'm still following some people because I truly love them, but I know that what they're putting out makes me compare myself, or sometimes it's also that what they put out makes me have like bad feelings about myself, not about them, but I still want them to know that I love them. So I just keep following them, but I muted them, which is a great feature on Instagram if you are like me. And one more thing that I'm very much trying right now is to not use my phone as much. I want to do more things like reading, a lot more crocheting, and just things that are more creative and not just constantly looking on the phone, because it really bothers me. I feel like I usually, because I'm all day with my son, work quite late on my phone, and then it's like 10, but I really would love to take some time to myself sometimes. I want to do more creative things. Just don't be online. Usually I'm not that much online throughout the day. I've been listening to a lot of podcasts over the day. I don't really like watch videos or really much go on Instagram like over the course of the day, just because I'm with my son. It's just during times where he's asleep that I am constantly on my phone, which is also time that I can use for myself to do some things that I truly love and that I know will make me feel good. So one thing that I started to do was read more. Another thing is I ditched some of the podcasts that were kind of like people just having conversations about whatever for books, audio books. I really love that. My son is too little to talk with me in any sort of way, so that's kind of something that I really like to do when it is kind of quiet. Oh, you see him? He's all the way going back there. I have this one container back there that he loves, so he's probably gonna go and play with that. What was I going to say? Yeah, my mental health kind of took a turn because of all of that. And one other thing that I did is, while I am now stricter than I was last year on uploading and schedules, and especially like doing a reel every single day on Instagram, sometimes I will just post a reel and immediately leave the platform. You've probably realized that also with YouTube videos. Sometimes it takes me like a day to answer comments, and that's not because I don't want to answer them. It's just that sometimes I need to force myself to get away from the internet because I don't want to be addicted to it, and I want to have some time with my family. All these noises is just my son, yeah, playing around in the back. He loves to just take things from one place to another, constantly like taking everything out of a basket and putting it back in. So that's what he's probably doing back there. Yeah, I just wanted to be open and honest about this because I have a lot of shame, especially around the fact that I compare myself so much. It feels like I sometimes, and this is very deep inside of me, I sometimes have a hard time feeling good for others when they get something that I want to. And I think it's a very normal feeling. I realize that now, but it's also a trait that isn't quite nice. You know, you want to be the kind of person who is excited for others when it is going great for them. And I feel like I'm getting there because I try to tell myself over and over and over again, their win isn't my loss. Just because someone else is doing great doesn't mean I'm not doing as great. And it isn't even about if I'm doing as great as they are. We all have our own timelines. And I feel like some of the content that I make probably makes people feel the same way about myself. And I just want to say, if you have ever felt that way about me, I am not mad or anything. It is completely normal. It's all good. I still love you. I think it is normal to compare yourself and sometimes feel bad when you see other people living the life. And honestly, even with social media, you always see everyone is doing so well. Everyone's always on vacation, hanging out with friends. And I feel like sometimes I'm just like, oh, I wish I could do that. And then even like the second after, I'm like, I don't think I want that. But in the first moment, it makes me feel like I'm missing out. So I'm trying to tell myself everyone else's win isn't my loss. And I want to cheer on everyone because there are so many amazing people doing amazing things. And just because someone else's YouTube is growing faster or someone else is doing better, that doesn't mean that I'm doing anything wrong. Yeah, that was, I feel like, a very open and honest talk. I just want to be more open and honest with my vlogs because when I think about what I like to watch on YouTube, which I just want to say there are some videos that I really love and that I can greatly profit from watching. It's just that sometimes, especially with Instagram, it isn't even that much YouTube. I keep scrolling and scrolling and scrolling and comparing. So I just want to say I love YouTube as a medium. I feel like YouTube is one of my favorite platforms. You realize that if you like takes the guitar and puts it against the wall because they're hung, it makes a funny sound. Okay, so what I was going to say is there are YouTubers that I truly love, and one thing that I realized is that when I watch YouTube videos, I just like the ones where people are very open and honest about the good, the bad, and the ugly, and all their struggles too. So I just want to be more open on here. I think I said it before, but yeah. And I also want to be more patient with myself and take better care of myself. Today I already had 2 meals, so that's good. Aiming for a third one later. Yeah. And then I want to do, usually my son is with his grandparents on Thursdays, but because my fiance is off work tomorrow, today's Wednesday, we're actually going swimming on Thursday tomorrow. So he goes to his grandparents on Friday. So I feel like Friday, I want to have a self-care day. If I do so, I might film it and just share it with you because I think it is important to take time for yourself every now and then. So yeah, on a much more random note, let's end it for all of these more difficult topics right here. We got a swing. We had it for quite a while. I just thought I could reach it. Wow, that's like a meter back there. We got it for Christmas. My son got it from his grandparents. And we just hung it, and it's amazing. I think we can swing. He's currently very happy down here, but whenever he decides that this isn't fun anymore, let's put him in a swing. I can show you because it is so much fun for both him and I. He also really likes it when we put this his teddy bear in it and then we push it together. He enjoys that too. But now he's just busy taking absolutely everything out of this wooden box. This little baby makes me so happy. It's insane. I truly didn't thought I could ever be as happy as I am being a mom. I just got so frightened. It's all good now. Basically what happened, I was on the computer getting ready the upload of the YouTube video that's going up today because there was an issue, and all of a sudden I hear this noise of glass shattering. So I turn around to see this. This is one of my all-time favorite lamps, the red one. I got it, it was a big deal. I loved it so dearly and I put it there, and to be honest, I should have known that at one point my son is probably gonna knock it over. For some reason, I didn't put it away, so it is entirely my fault, but my son was standing over there. It was shattered glass everywhere. He was crying because he was so frightened by the loud noise, and I was too, so I took him up, we cuddled, took him downstairs, had something to eat because it was like his time to get an afternoon snack. Now it's all good. He's downstairs playing. I can see him when I look down here, and I just need to clean this up. Yeah, I feel like there's so much on my mind recently. I constantly forget things like this. So yeah, I need to clean this. I'm sad. It was a great lamp, but I'm also just happy that nothing happened to my son because he was standing there in the middle of the shattered glass. But because of some lucky things, it wasn't touching him at all. Like, he was completely fine. So I took him downstairs as sad. I don't want him up here until this is fully cleaned. Honestly, this was one of my favorite interior pieces, but it was my fault. I should have known better. I just should have known better. Maybe I will come across a lamp like this again. Of course, he didn't want it to stay downstairs, so I put him in a swing, where he'd also say, I think if I vacuum this wall one time, then I'm good, because it seems kind of clean already.
How will she proclaim?
Hello again. It's a little later. I just played for a bit with my son and then saw that we had mail. So I got a parcel. My son is all over it, but we got some gifts from Lust Home. They were the ones who sponsored me with this amazing wallpaper, and they came out with some new lines. Look at this. And they already have me so inspired to keep working on the apartment. I feel like I've done the makeover series. Everything is okay, but the longer that we live here, the more I start to realize what kind of rooms need work and where. One makeover that is coming probably early April is our outside. I'm so excited. The bunnies can move out. I talked about this on Instagram a little, that we're about to move them out, and people were like, don't put them out just yet. And I was like, yeah, I think I said the wrong thing, because we're not planning. We're going to be gone on vacation at the end of March, and then when we come back early April, we're planning on putting them out. So yeah, all that said, they gave me some peel and stick wallpaper, which I think is really cool. Honestly, we can't quite use it that well in here. My son's just making weird noises playing with the wallpaper scraps. So we cannot use that in here because of like the underground. It's hard to use it at least. But this color would be great as a paint for me. Then they gave me this sample, which wouldn't this be so cute in my son's room? I'm thinking about turning these into like little pictures for his room. I felt like that might be cute. And then also this one, which I really like. The green is quite cute. Oh, my son is so obsessed with. I would love something like this for upstairs, because upstairs I feel like we still have some work to do. So yeah, thank you so much, Lust Home, for this parcel. It's 5:30 now. Teddy boy usually eats dinner at like 6 and goes to bed by 7. Videos uploaded, that's all done. I could start to work on my reel. Then I also want to play with you. Ita. Oh. Ata, ata, ata. I love you so much. Ich liebe dich so sehr. So it is a lot later. I took my son to bed. I made myself a little drink. This is a mixture of ginger ale and some like raspberry cider, like with a little bit of alcohol. Basically, when we were grocery shopping, I was like, oh, I really want to try that. I haven't had alcohol in like over almost 2 years actually. And so I got it, and I cannot finish a small can. I just couldn't. I felt so drunk, and I don't like the feeling of being drunk, so I didn't really feel drunk, but I felt the feeling of going to be drunk, and that's when I usually stop. So there was just like this much left, and I really liked the taste of it, and so I mixed it with some ginger ale, which is a great combo. This is really good. I still need to make today's reel, and then I also want to work on the flowers for wedding invites. Let me show you those. So these are ones that I already made. Let's see. Basically, they're going to be on the inside. So wait, I can show you. Now that I figured it out, it took me a little to understand how this works. So basically, they're going to be inside of the card like this, and then you open it up. It's going to look like this. But to do that, you obviously need to like fold a bunch of paper, and then I also want to paint them like this. So on his like long break that my fiance came home today, he actually folded all of these papers for me. So now I need to cut them and paint them. But these are all of the ones that were left. So thank you so much. Also, I quickly need to talk about this. So I always say my fiance, my boyfriend, my partner, and it always feels weird. Listen, his name is Golo. It might sound weird. Sometimes I might say Golo, Golo. I don't know. We say Golo, but sometimes when I'm like talking in English, I Englishify words and names just because it is kind of weird. Like I would say, hi, I'm Emma. If I would introduce myself in German, I'd say, hi, I'm Emma. So like the pronunciation is often quite different. So his name is Golo, and yeah, I'm just gonna say Golo. You know who I'm referring to now, because it kind of like gets on my nerves to always be like, oh, my partner, my whatever. You know who he is. Yeah, in other news, I took off my makeup, which was the best feeling. Still fizzling a little with the bangs. I also brushed my hair, brushed out the curls a little. I really like this look actually. So there's still so much in my head of things that I want to talk about, but I think I'm gonna end the video right here. Maybe we'll do 1 or 2 more invites together, but basically I just want to say I want to be more consistent with vlogging once a week at least, and I want to be more open and honest. So if you're into the open and honest vlogs, make sure to hang around. Something very exciting happened earlier this week that I really want to talk about, but not now. I'm just too tired if I'm being fully honest. So I think I'm gonna end the video right here. I am now gonna go on YouTube and like watch a video while I cut these. I was thinking about having dinner, but it is almost 8. Golo will be home in like 1.5 hours, and I'm not that hungry yet, so I figured I might as well wait for him and we can have dinner together. I just want to say a few more things. First of all, leave a comment down below telling me what you think about these videos. Secondly, I am not sure if I got my points about jealousy and whatever across. I feel like these are topics, because they have been in my brain for so long, I have a hard time articulating them. And so I might circle back to these topics. As said, I'm planning on filming a vlog, not tomorrow, but on Friday, which is the day after tomorrow. That is also probably going to be very chatty. So we're just going to talk about it then. So yeah, I want to thank you for spending time with me today. I hope you have a beautiful day. Go out, enjoy the sunshine, take yourself some time to focus on you and your mental health today, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye everybody.